everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are back to go ahead and give you an update for July moving forward with our debt update, y'all. So I just got off the phone not too long ago, within the last hour, with my debt consolidation company. I gave them 3 accounts I wanted to consolidate in order to try to pay off some items a little bit faster, and it has really come through for me. So with that being said, I just spoke with them and we'll be reporting on my first debt here in a minute. I do want to let you know that my debt has gone down a little bit because the consolidation debt company was able to reach an agreement with my last account that I gave them, and so finally we are locked in and we are moving forward. So the debt has gone down a little bit. I've redone my debt sheets to reflect the order in which I plan to pay off my debts. And I have 2 sheets here. The first one has 3 debts. The second one has 2 debts. We did add an extra debt on here. We'll go through that here in just a minute. It's a very, very small debt. It will be paid off in a couple of months, so I'm not too worried about it. But moving forward, at the beginning of, I believe it was June, at the beginning of last month, we still had like $15,000 in debt. After going through and getting all the updates from the debt consolidation people and things of that nature, and making debt payments last month and paying off a firm, which now is going to allow us to use the Snowball method, which is what we were planning on using, and going ahead and throwing everything extra at the very first debt now, which is my debt consolidation company, y'all. That $300 payment that I was making on a firm that I no longer have to make because that debt is gone is now going to snowball into my consolidation loan until that is paid off. Once that's paid off, I'm going to take what I paid from the consolidation loan, which is $475 a month, plus the $300 that I had from my firm account, and it'll roll over to my next account. So we've got a couple of changes coming up, so we're going to talk to you about that as well. Our current debt now, standing at the beginning of July, is $12,380. I am making a $1,264.30 payment between all of my debts this month. We'll speak about that here in a minute. And then here in just a second, I will give you, at the end of this video, exactly what we are going to owe moving forward and our plan for paying off debt as quickly as possible without being a complete beans and rice method, because that is not how we do things here at our house. So with that being said, our first debt is our consolidation loan now. A firm has been paid in full. So our consolidation debt loan, I am now going to have to pay only $475, which is what I've been paying for the next 12 months if I wanted to stay on that track. It's got a 0% interest, which means I owe $5,700 on this consolidation loan to completely pay it in full. I can make additional payments and I can pay it off faster if I choose to. That is the plan right now. So on July 1st, I do plan to make it my $475 payment. It is auto-drafted from my account, and make that payment, which will bring me down to $5,225. On the 2nd, the reason I'm waiting until the 2nd is to make sure everything goes through and everything's perfect, which it has been. I've already made 4 previous payments of $475 with this debt consolidation company. I absolutely love them. And with that being said, I am going to go ahead on the next day. They've already got it preset for me to do this. Then I'm paying an additional $300, which is what the Affirm account was, amount was what I was paying every month. And since that is completely paid in full, I'm taking that $300, I'm throwing it at this debt consolidation loan, and I'll be down to $4,925 by the 2nd of July. Anything else for the rest of the month that I can possibly squeeze out of my grocery bill or anything else is going to be thrown towards this debt until I have it completely paid off. So that is my debt consolidation loan. The next one is my Verizon, and these are the orders in which I plan to pay all this off. So I will talk to you here in a minute about the family loan, because people would think, well, why aren't you paying off the family loan first? I will explain that here in just a minute. Verizon, that is our cell phone company. Now, when I gave you the update of our July budget for the first week, which is the heaviest week of each month for us, because that's when we pay all of our bills, it's $200 a month for Verizon. That includes the $56 payment that you see here that is a minimum payment for our devices. That's my iPhone, that's Philip's iPhone, that's Jesse's iPad, and that's Danya's Galaxy. Danya is the only one in the house currently right now who is an Android user. I will be adding on by the beginning of next year at some point, first couple of months or so, as I'm progressing through our visa application right now, y'all. We are in the middle of the visa application, so please cross your fingers that everything goes through well. I'm just getting ready to submit my financials to the government so they can approve me for that. Once that financial situation is approved and they allow me to move forward, y'all, then it's just down to the interview. My other half already has his passport in hand. It's down to just the interview and him being stamped and saying you're approved. So cross your fingers that next year the interview goes through really, really good. And then I will have him over here within a very, very short amount of time because he will be released to come to the United States and be with us. So with that being said, that will be, Verizon will be next year. I will add him on phone onto our line. But with that being said, as it stands right now, currently we have a 0% interest. With Verizon, our devices are at $1,445. We make the $56 payment every single month. With that being said, that is in the $200 again payment that I make at the very beginning of each month in my bill section. Tucker, behave. So we're going to make that $56 payment. That's going to bring me down to $1,300 and I think it's $1,389. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to walk in and I'm going to pay off my son's cell phone for $133.30, bringing our device total down to $1,255.70. They will want me to upgrade. I'm not going to upgrade. I'm going to cancel his line. I've got two options. I think I have two options. Let me tell you that one. Number one, I cancel his line completely. I add a brand new line and I get the iPhone 14 for free if they allow me to do that. If not, then I'm going to let them know that I'm going to T-Mobile for my son's phone line, and then I'm going to sign in with T-Mobile, and I'm going to get him the iPhone 14, which they have currently right now, for free if you sign up with them. The other thing is for me to check with AT&T and ask them about their services, since I do have their amazing internet service, and go from there. And if they have it, then I may even go through them. So I've got a couple of different options that's going to open up to us, but I am not going to pay for an iPhone 14 for my son when so many different companies right now with a brand new line or a brand new contract or whatever is offering it for free. I know free doesn't mean actually free, especially if you're in a contract, but that is what I'm going to do. So with that being said, and I do know that they'll put that amount on your account, and then each month they actually pay off a certain very small portion. So if you plan to be with a company to get a phone for free like that, then yes, you'll probably have to stay on that company's situation until that phone is paid off. So it's probably gonna be a 2 to 3 year agreement. I already know this. I'm fine with that. I'm already paying for a cell phone bill. I might as well try to get his phone for free in that sense. Our third debt is our family loan. And yes, this is gonna be the third debt that I pay off. Once the consolidation loan is done, I'll take the $475 plus the $300 and I'll throw it all at my Verizon. My Verizon hopefully will be much lower by the time that this is paid off, or it may be almost paid off. Same thing with the family loan. That could be close to being paid off too, but it doesn't matter. All this money is going to roll over into this account, and once this account's clear, if I have anything left over, then I'll throw everything over into this account, and that's how the snowball method works, and it works great. My family loan is number 3. The reason that is number 3 and not number 1 is the individual is a family member, and I have been told that this person only wants $100 per month, nothing more, just $100, and that's the way it is. That is the second payment that it gets pulled out of my account every single month right after my rent. So I'm currently owing $1,760. I started paying back in October. My original amount was $2,000. I want to say it was $2,760. I can't remember. I think it was close to that. But anyways, I think that's what it was. It's $1,000. My balance is $1,000. My balance is $1,860. I apologize. The original amount was $2,760. There is no interest on that as well. It's a family loan. I make a $100 payment. So when I pay the $100 on July 1st, it will go down to $1,760. So that is where we stand right now with that payment situation. And again, when I pay off this for the $475 plus the $300, That's $775 I'll be rolling to the next amount. And by then, this will be pretty much either wiped out or almost gone. This will be almost wiped out or almost gone. So it might wipe out whatever little may be left here. And then it'll be moving into the next situation. And that's what I love about the Snowball method. Also, because I don't have any interest on any of this, that's another reason why I'm using the Snowball method versus the Avalanche. The Avalanche looks more at your high-end percentages like credit cards and things like that, where the Snowball is, this type of method is for low interest or no interest, really. That's how I get through this a little bit faster. Okay, so the next set of debts that I have, do I even have them up here on my page? Hold on, Houston. I have missed something. Did I do that? Come on, CCTV. All right, so I'm going to have to wing it, most likely, because I can't see what's going on here with my CCTV. It is not wanting to focus out of nowhere. Maybe I have the page backwards, because the other one focused just fine. Okay, interesting. Y'all, I can't get my page to focus. So let's just wing this last one. Hopefully I can memorize the whole pages on this as well. The next one is my self-credit card. I do know this one by heart because I pay this on a monthly basis. My self-credit card is down to $3,150. I started self back in April of 2022 with over at Amber with Two Moms Budget. And I had asked her a lot about the self-credit builder because she was using it. I used her referral link and I jumped on board. Self-credit builder has 4 different tiers. They have a $25 a month, a $35 a month, a $45 a month, and a $150 a month payment that you can make. After you make so many payments, they unlock the option for you to get their, what they call, it's like a secured credit card, y'all, is what it is. And after you make so many payments, they'll give you the option to have that. If you want to have that, grab it. That's what I did. And I applied, and the card came to me within about a week or so. And then what happens is every so often, as you're paying into this every single month, depending on what tier you are, they will start opening the option for you to actually take some of the money that you've already put into the account to transfer it over into the actual credit card. And the credit card is a secured credit card, so you can't go over your limit and things of that nature, and you still need to pay that while you're also paying down the $150 or the $45 or $35 or $25. So I chose the $150 credit limit. I chose the max out because $150 over 12 months, that's what the program was. The lower programs, the $25, $35, and $45, is over a 2-year program, and I did not want that. So I already successfully completed 1 year. As soon as I made my last payment for the 1 year, never missing a payment, y'all, I went from a 497, 498 score across all 3 credit bureaus up into the 680s and 690s, y'all. That's like dramatic changes. Okay, so with all that being said, went ahead and did that, and then they opened the option as soon as I made that last payment. Hey, if you want to, you can jump on board. You can do the $150 program again, but you want to do it for 2 years now. I said absolutely. Jumped on board. I did have to pay a $10 fee to start that program. Paid that immediately, and then started making my payments again. So I'm down to $3,150. This is over a 2-year period. And I think I started this in April again. I think I made my last payment in March of this year for the 1-year program, and then jumped on board with the April program. And I've been rolling ever since. So I'm down to $3,150. With that being said, I do have nearly a $2,000 limit on that card right now. And I pay that in full every single month. Anything that I use on that card, I pay in full. Same with all my credit cards. Anything I use on those cards, I pay it before the statement hits me. I don't accrue interest. I don't allow that to happen. So with that being said, I am going to make another $150 payment, bringing me down to a total of $3,100. I'm not really like, oh my gosh, about this side of the credit part of what I need to pay off for debts, because this is helping me build a healthy credit history as well. So could I pay this off faster? Yeah, absolutely I could. But am I going to? I don't know. We're going to see what happens and where my credit score goes, because I'm on a roll to stay into the mid 750s. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'm hoping to hit 750. So with that being said, that's what I have there. $150 payment getting made on the 1st of July, and then bam, we're rolling with that. The next payment that I have written down here is the e-bike. That is the one that I talked to y'all about. that my ex-husband and I are going into half and half on this. It is a $1,000 electric bike for Danya. And they are discontinuing this bike because they're bringing in new models and things of that nature. There's nothing wrong with the bike. It's brand spanking new. It's already over at my ex-husband's house. They're already put it together. He's going to drop it off here. I have to schedule when he can drop that off here at the house. But with that being said, the actual bike came down to $450, y'all. So am I going to spend $225 to pay off this e-bike? Half my portion, half my ex-husband's portion? Absolutely. Can you imagine my daughter getting an e-bike and all I had to pay was $250 out of pocket for a $1,000 e-bike? Yes. So this is going to fall off really fast. I put it at the end because this is the least amount of what I care about debt. This will be paid off by September, y'all. I'm only making $50 a month payments. I may throw a little bit more at it. I want to have it paid off by September. So I will have to probably pay a little bit more than $50 a month because it would be me $150 and this is $225. So I'll pay $50 this month. I'll probably pay $100 next month and then I'll finish it off in September. So this is going to kind of vary up a little bit. But that is all that we have for the debt, y'all. Ever since the Affirm account has went ahead and flipped off my account, it comes with debt and it's been paid off, I am now down to a grand total of $11,115.70 in debt. I'm hoping to get down below $11,000 this month. I'm going to take everything I can, extra money that I have, anything I can squeeze out of the household and put it towards us now that we are rolling with our sinking funds that I have been stuffing religiously and consistently. We are living off of these sinking funds, and we are meant to live off these sinking funds because we put the money in it to be able to use it for things like the kids' homeschooling, the kids' school clothes, the kids' back to school supplies, things of that nature. I do have a household account. Anything that I buy for my prepper pantry is actually being pulled from my prep account and things of that nature. I've got all kinds of sinking funds that you guys have seen me stuff over the last, I don't know, over a year and a half now. That now we're going to be using a lot of that funding sources and pulling from that. Just like my grandson's birthday for June, I used all that money for his birthday. I did not have to pull that money out of my bank. That came out of his birthday money, and a little bit came out of holiday and celebrations as well. So with that being said, that is what we have for you today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section down below. We will be updating you here shortly with a few other things, and we will be doing a cash stuffing here shortly as well. Not to mention, my electric bill came in, y'all. Oh my gosh, listen to this. My last bill was only $90 because I had so much credit built up in my electric account. And apparently I overpaid last month as well, thinking my bill was $290 and some change when it was really only $90. I kind of missed I thought there was a 2 in front somehow. So I paid $291, and now my bill, oh my gosh, Lord Jesus, I'm glad I paid the extra $200 last month because my bill just came in at $250, which means my actual bill would have been, oh my gosh, $451 this month. Yes, it's electric time. Sorry, I am not going to make any excuses for why my electric bill is so high. We don't deal with the heat outside. My house is very poorly insulated because I live in a 1953 house. It's never been upgraded, including the insulation. We're hoping to move to Oklahoma anytime between now and next year. So I'm hoping that the house we move into next time is going to be more insulated because I'm looking to buy now. I'm not looking to rent. I'm looking to buy, but I'm not liking the percentages of the house loans on how much you have to pay percentage-wise. It's right about just under 7%, and I'm not looking into that right now. So with that being said, yes, our electric bill finally did come in from our budget update I just gave you the other day. I only have to pay $251 this month, but y'all, I may throw an extra $100 or something aside, maybe cramp us down a little bit on that, and be able to put that in an account so that when my electric bill next month comes out at $500, I'll at least have an extra $100 to pay on it, just to kind of lighten the blow a little bit. The only thing that my kids are really worried about is they've got all their streaming apps, they got their gaming apps, and y'all, my kids are foodies. They are just foodie junkies. They love their food, and as long as I can keep them happy with the grocery hauls, then they don't care how much money I take and throw at debt because everything else is coming out of sinking funds, and we'll keep you updated on that as well. So we'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.